and did all those bricks on this side, up the other side, paint the whole driveway, put that manhole in. I got the cap to do this other manhole. I just gotta put it in, and the front porch. Oh, and I added those street poles, lights on the side of both driveways.
You're watching Daddy DIY.
Alright, today on Daddy DIY, we will be dry pouring a driveway. Today I have my buddy Saul. He grinded down the edge of the driveway here, and he's installing the ramp for me. And then from this point on, me and two of my brothers are going to dig out, frame, and dry pour the driveway. Alright, just a quick look here before we get started. This entire area here will be a new driveway for my wife. This is my existing driveway. Here's a view of the entire front yard. This sidewalk, porch, and the sidewalk going across the front of the house over there to the right will all be painted and look the same. Okay, so I went ahead and got started today before my brothers arrived, and I worked on getting the lines straight, and then I went ahead and started digging out the first grid, if you will. So I'm going to fast forward past a lot of this beginning part. It's just a lot of digging, a lot of repetition. It's not hard, you just have to get out here and do it. So I have a big area in my backyard that's a hill, and I'm just taking a lot of this dirt back in that area and filling in the hole that I have in the backyard. And here's Danny Jean coming out to help me as soon as she gets home from school. She loves to get out here and get her hands dirty. I'm only going about 4 inches deep with this driveway, just removing the grass and getting to a good solid ground. All right, now I'm finishing up on the first day, and first thing tomorrow we'll get our delivery. And then here is the delivery from Home Depot. Concrete coming. Got the brothers out. About to get it done. All right, so the thought process with having the materials delivered today and starting to dig the day before was that I can start dry pouring while they continue to dig out the driveway and help me unload the bags and bust them open. So that's the process that we're going with now. I'm opening the bags, starting to level out the cement in the form. Well, we didn't form out the driveway. We're just pouring it inside the hole that we dug out. So we didn't form it out at all. But we are laying the rebar down and getting it done. See, that's Jay Carr getting the rebar tied down so we can have this slab nice and strong. Mr. Rail removing the earth, so we got somewhere to work. I'm just recording. Here's another view angle of me unloading the dry concrete, quickcrete bags into the form. And we went with the 60-pound bags because I had to carry them and move them just to save a little weight on my back versus the 80-pound bags. But as you can see, it's very easy. You just put the cement down, form it out, pat it, and you're good to go. So there we are. Started at 6:30 this morning. What time is it? It's 10:07, so 3 hours in. Have the first section poured. We're gonna go ahead and put a control joint in this and wet this first section down and continue on back while they're still getting the last section in the back dug out. All right, so here I am doing the famous dry pour roller trick. Once you get your form filled, you just go down with the roller and make it smooth. And that's the last step before watering. So I'm putting the control joint in here, and then I'm going to water this first half. So I put the control joint in, roll it again to make sure it's smooth, and then I'm just going over my edges, making sure all my joints and my trim is done the way I like it. And then this top layer can start to harden, and we don't have to worry about it messing up, anything falling on it or stepping on it as we continue the process. So here I am putting down the second section, and once I get this done and leveled out, I'll do the same thing, put a control joint, water it, and keep moving back. Okay, some of the concrete bags were wet and hard, so we're breaking them up here and using them to hold the rebar up. So that's what we're doing with the axe here. And there is my brother stepping on the concrete that I have already completed. And there he is again, stepping on the concrete and realizing what he has done. But no biggie, I can fix those. Didn't want to fix those. It just takes a little time and effort. But this is one of the good things about dry pour. I just fill in those spots, smooth them out, and wet them down. And then I can continue back what I was doing, putting the concrete down and flattening it out.
It's brother DIY.
All right, here I am giving the next 3 sections a quick watering, and I'm just calling everywhere I have a control joint a section. So I'm calling this the first, second, and third section. And here in the third section, I have a clean out that I am going to have to cut, put a new top on it so it'll be lower than the driveway, and I have a manhole cover that I'm going to install over the clean out so I can still have access to it. Here's a quick little unboxing of the manhole. I got it from Amazon. It's a 12 by 12 inch manhole cover, and it was $53. There's our manhole cover. All right, so this will be our access to our clean out. Polymer, steel reinforced, and we will embed this directly into the concrete and pour all the way around this. And we can just pull this up and access our clean out, which will be on the inside. Okay, we're about halfway done here. We have about 4 or 5 pallets of concrete laid down. We had a total of 8 pallets delivered. All right, now that my manhole has arrived, it's time to go ahead and get this extra pipe cut off for the clean out. I tried to start here with my jigsaw, but that was not working out. So I switched over to my multi-tool, and this worked just fine for me to cut this excess pipe off. So I just started on one side and worked my way around until I had a complete clean cut of the pipe. Okay, so here's my new clean out. That'll be fitting over this existing pipe. So I just have to clear me about 3 or 4 inches here so I have somewhere to glue it and hammer it down in there. So yeah, as you can see here, I'm just using the manhole to roughly trace out the space that I need for the manhole, because I'm gonna have to dig this out. I don't want to dig too much out, but it doesn't have to be perfect, because again, I'm just gonna go back on top of it with dry cement. And you can see here I'm being very careful as to not get any concrete down in my clean out. Remove the pipe, and then from there I just continued cleaning it out until I had the perfect clearance that I needed, and removing all the old pipe that I did. Okay, so we did our dry fit. I'm going to glue it down here, putting some glue on the outside of that pipe and the inside of my fitting here. Then just going to knock it down, make sure it's tight and low as it can go. And then we're gonna make sure our manhole can fit on top of this. Okay, so we still need some clearance here. I went on and tapped around the edges of this to make sure that it's low as it can go. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to take some rocks and some more concrete and fill in the area to rise it up to where it's just over the clean out cover, and our manhole will be flush. All right, so we're very close there. Gonna add a little more rocks in there to raise us up about another 1/8 of an inch or so, using my good feet to tamper everything down here. And we should be just about at our clearance height. And there we are, fits like a glove. I'm gonna put some concrete in here to kind of hold these rocks in place. Then reinstall the manhole, and then we'll put the concrete around the outside of the manhole. All right, so you just wanna get your powdered concrete in, your dry mix there. Get it as level as possible. Pack it in as best as possible, and then once we're done with that, leveling it and getting into our desired smoothness, then we'll dampen it down with some water. Okay, I'm removing the top here to make sure that I don't accidentally cement it close. So I'm patting it down here, getting it smooth, and just gonna do a couple of extra touch-ups here to make sure I can get it as nice as my abilities will allow. But when I get done, this whole thing will be painted, and you won't be able to tell where the patch is. All right, now I'm watering it down so this can go ahead and start to harden. And then we continue on with the rest of the driveway pouring here. So the last section of the concrete, we're going to use a lot of these rocks to fill in that space. It's kind of a hill, so I want to bring the level back up some so we don't have to use as much concrete to fill this area in. And so once I get this to the desired height, then we came back and finished leveling it and dry pouring with the concrete. And then just continue watering each level as I see it dry out here, and then continue pouring it. And this is the second day of dry pouring, third day total, if you count the first day where I started digging. And we should be finished here today, finishing out here now on this last section. And you can see here we didn't frame it out. I just kind of got a 2x4 sitting up on this edge with a cinder block holding it, just so my dry mix doesn't pour out everywhere. And then I just continue dumping my concrete out, making sure it's leveling it off with my existing sidewalk there. And yeah, just keeping it going. And we're rounding up here to home base. Last day, right at the end. And if you're thinking about doing this project yourself, I recommend it. You can go at your own pace. You can go at your own speed. It's really not hard to mess up. You just laying down powder and patting it out, and then add a little water, and that's it. You know, just don't be afraid. We're edging it out before we water it here, rolling it down, making sure the surface is nice and smooth, and continue watching so you can see the finish. What are you doing?
I'm getting all the grass off of here right there.
Getting all the grass off and all the loose rocks? Yeah, don't do that. Let's just work on the concrete. Don't get me wet. There you go. Go all the way across. Put the water on everything that's gray. All right. So I'm gonna continue and wet all this up. I'm not gonna bore y'all with watching that, but yeah, we're just watering it. Make sure it cures slow and gets good and hard. But there you go. Dry pour driveway, and I'll show you when we get ready to park on it. Okay, this is my Bear granite grip paint. Well, not mine, but this is the gallon that I bought from Home Depot. And I'm going to be doing my porch today. Now, I won't be recording it, but I'll show you just a quick before and after what it looks like. And then later on, I'll show you when I do the sidewalk and the driveway. You can see it's nighttime. I just thought this would be the best time to do it when nobody will be walking in and out of the house. So As you can see here, my porch is just this, finished gray concrete. I'm gonna paint it with this, and then we'll look at the results and see how it lasts and holds up. And then hopefully I can do my entire sidewalk and driveway with the same paint. All right, thanks for watching, and this will be my review on Bear's Granite Grip interior and exterior paint. Let's go. Okay, so look at that, that's the dry pour I did, and it's blending in perfectly with the concrete steps that's been here before I even purchased the house. So again, we're gonna continue all the way down. All of this is dry pour. This whole driveway is dry pour, and we're gonna paint it all to match. That's the porch area that I did last night, like at 2 in the morning. It's perfectly even, and I hand did this all with a brush. I didn't like the way it looked with the rollers as I was reviewing other people's work online. So I chose, but I did like how when they did the edges, how neat and smooth the edges were. I was like, that looks really good. But when they did the center and everything with the roller, I didn't like how it came out with streaks and everything. As you can see, mine is nice and smooth. I don't have any streaks anywhere. So I will be continuing to hand do my whole entire sidewalk. Yeah, it'll take me a little bit more time, but I think the results will speak for themselves once it's done. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Put in the work for the best results. These are my street lights, night lights that I'm putting out around the house. See, I have one there already by the mailbox. I'm gonna have one on each side of the driveway there, and then one on each side of the driveway there. Okay, so we went with the slightly tanner color on the sidewalk. And then I'm thinking about trimming the entire driveway out all the way down here on both sides after I get it painted with these red and, well, multicolored red bricks. So what do you all think about that as a trend? Now they'll be leveled and flush once I get the mortar and everything and seal them in, but what do we think about that color pattern? Think that goes with the house? Spread it out evenly. Don't step in it. Okay, today we are going to be putting a border down on the driveway and the existing sidewalk in front of the house that I dry poured the whole thing. So these bricks will be edging it out, giving me a straight border around it. So after I get this dug out here, I'm starting with a gravel rock base, and then I'm laying the bricks down in a straight line. Put more dry concrete in between the brick and the driveway to connect it, so it'll be a solid connection. You'll see it'll be going straight across. And then we'll get this whole thing painted to look one uniform color. Okay, I have this area watered down now, and I'm just doing the cleanup work on this first section. So that's what you're seeing here, and just joining and connecting it to the existing driveway that we poured the day before. And yes, I am using high strength concrete to put these brick pavers down here instead of mortar, because it's on the driveway and we're going to be driving on it. And I just wanted to make sure they were strong, secure, and stuck in place, and not able to be kicked or ran over and knocked out.
It's very heavy.
And you put them down there at the end of that brick, pour them down there, pour them in the hole.
I will put it in the hole. Okay, they're down there.
Okay, can you do that again?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I got everything that I'm using in this video, including these bricks here from Home Depot. and I'm just continuing to go down the line here, and I'm continuing to use my dry pour method.
My hands are all dusty, like you. My hands are all dusty like you. They're not brown anymore. Look!
Yeah, we have to wash them before we eat.
Yeah, because we don't want our food to be yucky, because that would be disgusting. Right, Dad?
Right. This was a really fun project to complete, and it's good to spend time with Danny Jean whenever I can like this. She really enjoys helping me with my projects and just being outside and having fun. Okay, so that's it. Finishing up here on the passenger side of the driveway, and now we're gonna go over to start on the driver's side. It's pretty much the same thing. A lot of repetition here. I'm not going to really have much to say, so just sit back and enjoy the footage. I'm going to try to get a lot more close-up shots so you can actually see what I'm doing.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip, and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything?
Let's get it done. I'm gonna get it done.
What you gonna be? My strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
did all those bricks on this side, up the other side, paint the whole driveway, put that manhole in. I got the cap to do this other manhole. I just gotta put it in, and the front porch. Oh, and I added those street poles, lights on the side of both driveways. Daddy DIY, the channel of arts, crafts, and do-it-yourself projects. Keep watching for more videos from me, Daddy DIY.